So Lawrence Taylor came out and said Micah Parsons needs to concentrate more on football and less on podcasts. I was watching Stephen A. Smith and I was watching Louis Riddick and Mad Dog talking. As I've said before, and I'll say again, Lawrence Taylor is double related on my father's side of the family. I met him in Williamsburg, Virginia, about almost 40 years ago in the summertime. And not just because he's family, but he's one of the five greatest football players ever. Now, it's funny for me to hear Stephen A. Smith and Riddick call him the GOAT because I could have sworn 3 weeks ago they were headed towards Patrick Mahomes. You know how they double talk. You can't really call one player the GOAT per se because it's different criteria. He was one of the most dominant forces. He belongs in the conversation. I'll say that. He belongs in the conversation. You know, him, Deion Sanders, Brady, Jim Brown, OJ's in that conversation. Heck, Mahomes could be in the conversation for his career's over because, come on now, no one's done what he's done. But anyway, there's only a handful of guys that you can truly say about, yeah, I ain't stutter what I say because dominance and impact ain't but so many people done it. You know, he won 2 chips. He was dominant. He was a league MVP. I still remember 40 years ago that Monday Night Football game, what happened with Joe Theismann. I never forgot that one. But anyway, he said more football, less podcast. Lawrence was a party animal back in his day. He did everything you could imagine under the sun and then some. But comes to football Sunday, he was ready for work. He was one of those people that was a party animal, but he was ready. Micah Parsons is coming here with podcasting is big business. It's lucrative, and some people it's their main job. Some other people, you know, the problem with this is Michael's a great talent, but look at where he plays for. Look at the owner he plays for. Look at what they settle for. I think what Lawrence is missing is what a lot of cats are missing in this regard. If the owner ain't emphasizing winning, how is it going to be pushed down to the team? I think Michael Parsons' first 2 years, he really went at it. I think he really wanted to be one of the greatest Cowboys ever, really wanted, but they don't like Dak Prescott. See, I would tell Lawrence this. Jeff Hostetler beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. He played out his mind because Parcells made everybody accountable. Phil Simms played out of his mind in the Super Bowl against the Broncos. He made everybody accountable. Everybody came to play, came hard work, etc. You don't get that with Dallas. They loaf. CeeDee Lamb doesn't like the routes. They have no running game. Their running game, when he bring back Ezekiel Elliott, you really was comical. You don't really get a sense of urgency. And now they're going to they went through Jason Garrett, meathead Mike McCarthy, and now they got Brian Schottenheimer. So they're going to have 3 different coaches in the last 6-7 years. That's not a smart franchise. It's not how you play championship football. You know, Dak's got 2 postseason wins. How are you going to get motivated? And I'm not taking Micah off the hook because you are accountable for your role. But they don't have it easy. They don't play together. Not a cohesive team. And while Lawrence is making sense in terms of common sense, we don't live in a common sense situation. Because if he played for Jerry Jones right now, unlike what he experienced with Bill Parcells, the waste that goes on in Dallas, mindset would have to understand that Micah's giving you a message. They're not a structured team. So talent alone doesn't mean everything, and you got to have other things that work for you. So that's what he's trying to say. But anyway, Cat's trying to come at Michael Parsons. I might not always agree with everything he does with his podcast, but in his case, I get it because Jerry Jones is an idiot. He ain't trying to coach up winning. He just hiring yes men and yes people. They're not trying to demand nothing. They're not demanding anything. They got 2 teams that are surpassed. Well, one has surpassed them in Washington, and one is running to the NFCs. Dallas is just there in window dressing, mediocrity 101. And that's got to do with the owner who's greedy enough to be a GM who wants to dictate and control the narrative and has a bunch of puppets in the window. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.